Yes, Steve, no. Who's coming up first? I can't wait to see.
Oh, well, we're very excited to have him here. The very first comic for the Funny Funny 2 anniversary. Big round of applause all the way from Greensboro. Give it up for Ferris, Randall.
Thank you. Oh, this is great. I didn't know this was their first anniversary. I would have brought a gift. This is so cool. I like the little back and forth, making fun of how each look pretty old. That's what me and my wife do for anniversaries, so it fits. I'm in a good mood. I recently made a life change that's really paying dividends, and I want to share it with you guys. I only get my news from the TVs and the gas pumps now. That is just life-changing, I gotta tell you. I always heard that ignorance was bliss, but God, I have no idea until recently. Our friends come up freaking out, and they're like, hey man, I just saw CNN, and now I'm really freaking out at what's happening on the Supreme. I'm gonna stop you right there. No idea what you're talking about. But Maria Menendez on Cheddar News was talking about this appetizer special at Applebee's, so if you want to talk about some current events, I am game. I did actually see a recent one that they have made it a felony to put a vest on your dog and pretend it's a service dog. Yeah, that's a big crime now. You can't do that. I saw that headline. I was like, damn it was legal this whole time. I had no idea. I would have taken advantage of that every chance I got. My dog would be with me right now. I told my friend, he said, hey, you know what? It wasn't illegal, but it's frowned upon. I can't see frowns and not pretend to be blind, can I? Just a happy man with my dog. I love him. I got 2 dogs, actually. 2 dogs and 0 children. And that was a choice me and my wife made years ago. And people tell me, like, man, if you had kids, it would change your life. I gotta tell you, if you wouldn't have had kids, it would also change your life. I can tell you from this side right here. Not too bad. My mother gives me crap for it. She's like, I just want some pictures of grandchildren. Can't help you out, but I can show you some pictures from a Mexican vacation. You want to see what goes? Come on, let's look at this thing. I don't know. I try to get back to my friends because they give me a hard time, so I found the best way to do that is I equate my dogs with their children every single chance that I get now. That's what I do. Like, if they say anything about their kids, I just throw it in there. When they say something like, man, my kids aren't listening to me, like, I know what you're talking about, man. My dogs look at me like they have no idea what I'm talking about. My kids are so messy. My dog tracked their money balls, no respect for the carpets. Then I try to add my own examples. I think I go too far. So like, don't you hate it when your kids lick their asshole and try to kiss you in the mouth? Isn't that just the worst? And that's just a dog thing, apparently. I've learned that now. I did that joke one night in Durham, and as I was leaving, this car yelled out at me as I walked the parking lot. I was like, hey man, I really like your jokes about kids eating ass. I didn't realize that's what I did, but that's my legacy as a comic. It's good to know. It's cool to be back out in public. I love this. I love being around people. I love going to concerts. This is one of my favorite things. Before the pandemic shut everything down, I got a chance to see one of my childhood idols in concert, Eminem. This was just like a dream of mine from when I was younger, and I did this in 2019 and realized I definitely should have done this when I was younger. That's what I realized. Like, mid-30s in the pit for an Eminem concert did not have the same feeling it did. Like, those songs did not really resonate as much. I knew every word, but singing it didn't mean the same as when I was like a 19-year-old cruising around my Tercel, just being like, fuck you, mom! Like, yeah, it's a little bit different now. It's just me and a bunch of other middle-aged white guys sadly singing along to songs that don't speak to our lives anymore. Eminem doesn't even look the same. He's got that just for men beards and mustache, you know? So always wearing that cap because there's nothing up there, right? Like, you bleach your hair for 20 years, it's gone. Like, that's what's up there. It got me thinking, though. Like, I feel like a lot of his audience has gotten older like me and our lives have changed. And I want Eminem to change the lyrics to all of his songs to fit our lives. That's what I want. Don't know how possible that is. But keep the beats exactly the same. Just change the lyrics, right? Like, just beat drops. Eminem's like, so what do you say to somebody you hate? Or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? You want to resolve things in a civilized way, you just file a complaint with your HOA. And be like, yeah, right, My game is, huh? My game is what? My game is cornhole. I'm beginning to develop a dad bod. Anyway, I don't know. I wrote way too many of those songs into middle age 30 and it's sad. I do love concerts though. I do hate, and I'm doing this, I hate the encore charade at the end of every single concert. Like every show feels like it has the end the exact same way. It's just like they walk off stage without doing their biggest hit and wait for everyone to applaud them back out. But we know you're coming back out. And come back out, everyone's so happy. Stupid. It was like somebody started this. Someone was the first. Everyone else has been copying him since then. And so I did the research to figure it out. Turns out it was Jesus. It was his fault. That guy's the one to blame. That's what I'm saying. That's just Jesus. I'm back, everybody. It's like I'm really leaving this time. 2,000 years later, the hardcore fans are like, he's coming back out, right? Is that the end of the show? Is that the end? I don't know. The Bible says there were 400 people when Jesus ascended to heaven, but then earlier it says there were 5,000 people and he multiplied bread and fish. So popularity dropped off just a bit at the end, is what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if he was counting heads and like, oh, this is going to be bigger than fish sandwiches, gotta tell you the truth. There's 400 people holding a bottle of water. Be like, we really liked your old stuff. Just play the hits. That's what we want. I don't know. I say that. It's kind of hard in the Bible Belt, but I want Jesus to come back. I will say that. I do. I want Jesus to come back on a Sunday with just an intense craving for a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Like, it's worth it. World's all-time greatest backfire right there. Black crowds don't like that joke because they know he's a Popeyes guy. That's what happens when I do that. No. Inferior chicken. Jesus knows better. Curry left. Our one black guy's not even in here for that joke. Thanks, Curry. I'll tell him to run home. I got a chance recently to do a lot of traveling, and this past year I got a chance to stay at a Motel 6. That's how my life's going right now, just to fill you guys in. I don't know. It's always been my favorite commercial of all time is Motel 6. Like, ever since I was a child, like the banjo would start playing and then Tom Bodette comes in there from Motel 6. You know the commercials, right? Like, he's just like, hey, if you guys are looking for a hotel, some Band-Aids floating in the swimming pool, come on down to Motel 6. We got that. We'll keep the light on for you. That made no sense to me, especially nowadays. I'm trying to be environmentally friendly. We'll leave the light on for you. That's how you don't see the roaches scatter. That's why they do that. It was a strategic decision. It was smart. Good job, Motel 6. It was cool, though. Like, I encourage you guys, if you haven't stayed at the Motel 6, just check it out for one night. It's like a murder mystery. You get to walk in the room. Like, the violent activity happened in this corner. The blood stains are on the wall over there. We're going to figure this out. Give it a hard time. But here's a fun thing. If you go to Google and you type Motel 6 and then you type the letter S, it doesn't auto-complete the sleeper stay, Seattle, Sacramento, Salt Lake City. It's stabbing. That's what it auto-completes to. It's a 3-star review, too. That's Motel 6. I love it. Like, why even make commercials for Motel 6? It's not a consumer choice. You don't choose to stay at Motel 6. You end up in a Motel 6. That should be their new tagline. Like, I've never heard a commercial for Goodwill. It's like, you guys want pants already been shit in? Come on down to Goodwill. We got those for you. Oh. I told you I was married. I've been married for 17 years now. And yeah, it's cool. Me and my wife get along. People ask me, like, so what's the secret to the relationship? I think the fear of trying new things is what's worked out for us. That's really been it. People are like, oh, what's that like being with the same person? It's the same. Just imagine the person you're with since Al Gore was protesting the election. That's what it's like. It's the same. I do say that as a joke, and I had to add this part for my wife, who's not here, but she'll find out. Married sex is the best sex ever. Yeah, it really beats it. I know some people give it crap, but I do want to stand here and tell you that married sex is like a restaurant that you frequent so often that they get to know you. Do you know the place where you walk in and they just recognize you as you sit down? They're like, hey, hon, what's going to be? The usual? You know what? Let's hold the finger in the asshole. Let's put some nipple biting on this thing and get it back to the kitchen. How about that? So, all right, guys, I'm Ferris. That's my time. Thank you so much.
Get over Ferris, everybody. Get over Ferris. Slight correction. He's from Raleigh. Just so you know where to look him up. If you go to Greensboro, you go to the wrong place, Steve. It's all right. Running a comedy show with another person is all about forgiving and forgetting.